All right, so good evening again, everyone. So our topic for today is about business concepts and social issues. Okay, so let's go. All right, so e-commerce marketing concepts. No, so before that, let us define first. No, let us have first the importance. No, let us have first the importance of e-commerce. No, so e-commerce is one of the most competitive industries on the internet. No matter what you're selling, there's bound to be at least one other company selling the same products, or at least products that do the same thing. It means that nowadays, online applications such as Lazada, Shopee, and Alibaba. No, so those are several examples of e-commerce marketing concepts. So nowadays, the companies are adapting to the changes. Okay, they adapt to the changes, but the main problem is it might be late or the time is already is the essence of their agreement. No, so let's have first. No, let us go now to the seven marketing concepts that we must put in our mind when establishing the e-commerce business. Okay, the first one is the personalization. Personalization is the process of tracking what your site visitors look at on your site, so you can get a better understanding of their preferences. No, so the first example here, if I will be buying, if I will be buying motorcycle accessories, then I'm sure if I search, no, if I search to the application or to Shopee, Lazada, motorbike uh, accessories or motorcycle accessories, then the most relevant items that must the relevant items that will come out or will pop up is something that is related to the bicycle parts and accessories. But uh, without further clarifications, no, so there are still items that still appear even though no, it's not part of the bicycle or motorcycle accessories. So that is the way of personalization. All right. So that is personalization. Okay. So you have as a seller, you track how many views your YouTube has, your Facebook gaming sites or your Kumu, how many views you have. That's personalization also. Next in line, product recommendations. Now, product recommendations show your potential customers that you pay attention to their wants and needs. It also allows them to get a bigger picture of your inventory. As we mentioned above, move more products. So as we go to the mall or as we go to the Shopee, no, Shopee, Lazada, we can see the seller. If we have the profile of the seller, then makikita natin products recommended for you based on your recent searches. Okay? Kung ano yung nakalagay doon, yun yung kung ano yung nasa search history natin, yun yung madalas mag-appear. And those products that will appear are those products that you have previously bought. At the same time, the seller also will know no, that you are paying attention to their products. All right, next. Okay, so it's about the number of viewers, right? So cart reminders. Cart reminders are emails that automatically generate and send whenever someone has a cart of products and leaves your site. The emails can send out a day after the customer leaves or sometimes as long as week or month later. Now, the best example is the notification on your phones. No, so you missed something in your cart. No? So you get free shipping, you got a free shipping, but you must spend at least 120 to 200 pesos, etc., etc. That is the cart reminder. So how important is this to these sellers? Okay, so maybe you forget something. You forget something in your cart, then you will be reminded to check out. Why? Because of some reasons. Example, no, for instance, if the stock is running low, right? So you must be reminded, di ba? Baka kasi bumili ka. All right. Next, product social sharing. For every product on your site, you have an opportunity to cause an impact on social media. Someone shopping for your items might find something their friend would like. So it's important that you let them tweet, post, or share what you have. Okay? That's why, diba? It has a negative and a positive feedback as well. Diba? Pag hindi maganda or if the items are not in the good condition, right, it will be posted in the social media as well. But if it's a good condition, if it's really useful, or what you call this one, it is authentic. No, it is also what they call this one. The term is it's the tip on my tongue. No, so the term is aesthetic. Is that the term? No, no. So minimalist. Diba? The minimalist. Uh, it is already in the social media, right? Everything that make us or every product that makes us comfortable, then it will be recommended, no? It will be shared, it will be tweeted, it will be on the Instagram. Then later on, your followers will definitely they will definitely buy, will definitely look for the cart, and it will increase the viewers and so on and so forth. Okay. Next in line, product reviews, of course, adding reviews or e-commerce website. Also, we have some sellers that send us PM when we bought their site that please write a review, please give them a stars, okay, give them a stars because it will give them reliability, okay, it will increase their credibility as a seller, no, to have more reviews because and also it will be a guide. It's also a guide whereby if you read the reviews, if you have browsed the reviews, if it has lots of bad feedback, then you're not going to buy your own products or the products as well. But if it has a good, no, it has a good review, then the products are, di ba? Pinapakita pa nga minsan yung pictures, right? O, salamat po, ito po yung nakuha. Receive, well packed. Diba? Na-pack na maayos. Wala tayong, give you a 5-star. Eh, what if na late? Late dumating yung, tagal dumating. So, it will be affected as well. Okay? Next in line. Email campaigns, of course, when we check our mails, no? When we check our mails, there's always like Zalora, Alibaba, Shopee, also, no? So, hindi lang yan sa Messenger, hindi lang yan sa text messages, but also meron din sa email. No? So those are campaigns. No? So 20% extra, get your free shipping voucher, etc., etc. Next, responsive design. So when we talk about responsive design, we can see that if your product, no, if your website, again, if your website is flexible or responsive, it has a responsive design, then the users users will definitely see the product. Kasi pag hindi flexible, if it's not flexible, then what will happen is that they will lose interest. Okay, so that would be the responsive design. So that's it. No? So again, 7 marketing concepts, e-commerce marketing concepts, it's not new to us. Ano lang po ang bago? It's about the adoption of technology and a much convenient, again, a much convenient purchasing of products. Okay? Next in line, ethical. Let's talk about ethical, social, and political issues. So let me have this in summary na lang po. Okay? So number 1, no, so internet, the negative effect of the internet is number 1, it enables crime, no, it enables crime, it affects environment, and threatens social values. Diba? We live in the era today, the generation today, live in the world of gadgets. Okay, so it looks like gadgets are necessities nowadays. Okay, so let's have the moral dimensions of an internet society. So we have here what are the rights or the dimensions. Okay, so the first one is the information rights, the second is the property rights, third is governance, next is public safety and welfare. Okay, let's have the diagram. The ethical first, di ba? The ethical, social, political, individual, society, polity, di ba? So the right to information, no? So the right to information lands on the political, social, and ethical. Okay, including the property rights. The property that was mentioned here is about the intellectual property. It talks about the privacy and also the public safety and welfare. Okay, and the governance, who will enact, who are the enactors of a governance. Okay, that's the first question. Public safety and welfare, how our information is protected. Okay, that's why we have Data Privacy Act, right? All right, next. These are the basic ethical concepts. Okay, when we talk about ethics, it's about the perception of who you are or what is right and wrong. Okay, under ethics, we have responsibility and accountability. No, so napapagsama natin ito madalas, no, when we go to ethics and corporate social responsibility. Okay, again, it must be at the balance. Okay, so if the question is, are you responsible and accountable at the same time? Yes, of course. Dapat ganun. Okay, kasi kung responsible ka lang, you're responsible on the flow. But if you're not accountable with that, then if something happens, you're not accountable. The next one is the liability. Okay, when we talk about the liability, who is liable if something happens? Okay, that is the liability. Kaya nga po, di ba, the products, no? The products we order online has a return or sales return scheme. Di ba, pag if you dislike, if you're not satisfied with the product, then you have to return it. There's a procedure on how to return the items. All right. Next, due process. No, there's always a due process in any aspects, including the e-commerce. Okay, so not only in the social media, but also not the social media nowadays. It looks like the judgment or the verdict, but not really. Okay, so the due process must be the right to be heard by the customers. Also, right to answer comments. It's the due process. Okay, there would be time to explain. All right. Next in line, let's have the analyzing ethical dilemmas. When we talk about ethical dilemma, these are something that will make you think. Okay, parang in Tagalog, in Filipino, ito yung nagkaroon ka ng pagdadalawang isip. Okay, so let's have here. Identify clearly and describe the facts. Of course, define the conflict or dilemma and identify the higher order values involved. Identify who are the stakeholders, who are interested or who are affected in this situation or in these facts. Identify the options that can reasonably be taken. Hindi pwedeng tanggalin kaagad. Kailangan, there's always a due process, right to be heard. Okay, identify potential consequences on those options. If you favor in this party, if you favor in this department, then what will happen? Okay, that's the potential consequences. Okay, so shall we proceed? Shall we proceed further?